Hello everybody and welcome back to the Maniacal Mini. My name is Ryan. Today is a very special episode. It is a collaboration with a couple other YouTubers. I have just flashed their logos on the screen and their channels are in the description on the bottom. Please go check them out if you have the time. These guys are fantastic to work with. They are amazing painters, each in their own right, amazing builders. So go show them some love and support. With that being said, since today is a different episode, I am just going to give a little bit of a backstory on Otto Octavius, or Dr. Octopus, while we paint the figure in the background. The paints used will be flashed on the screen, as well as a few tips and tricks so we don't have to keep stopping and pointing out every little thing. But with that said, we are about to get started. Like any good villain, Otto Octavius didn't have the best upbringing. Living in Schenectady, New York, Otto was a shy child who was often bullied for his good marks in school. His father, Torbert Octavius, was a blue-collar factory worker. Torbert was very abusive and violent towards Otto's mother, Mary Lavinia Octavius. When it became apparent to Torbert that his son was being bullied, that abuse turned to Otto. His father tried to incite Otto to use violence in retaliation. Always defending her son, Mary Octavius would try to explain that their son was a thinker and not one to use his fists. Her argument always fell on deaf ears, so Otto grew to dislike his father and men in similar blue-collar jobs. Instead, Octavius strove for academic achievements. His hard work eventually was rewarded with a scholarship. Though he was unsure what to do, when his father died in a construction accident, it seemed to be the motivation he needed to start his life. He decided on physical science and graduated at the top of his class. Later, Otto became a respected nuclear physicist, atomic research consultant, researcher, lecturer, gaining him the title Doctor, Dr. Octavius. Without question, his crowning achievement and the design synonymous with his name are the 4 mechanical arms. The prototype included a brain-machine interface platform that allowed Dr. Octavius to control the arms with a device strapped around his body. While these arms were very large, they were highly precise and able to perform minute functions. They were radiation-proof, capable of lifting 1 ton each as long as one arm was used to balance his body. With the arms strapped to his body by a harness, Octavius became able to perform feats no man could, withstand conditions no man could, and cause such havoc on the world around him and himself. Though it did not cause the same inspiration he felt from the death of his father, Otto's reaction to his mother dying would be equally as drastic. Otto was engaged to a woman his mother had disapproved of. After leaving her and his mother's passing, he refocused his energies from his depression and his bitter anger towards the world, slowly on his evil plans. His grief outweighed his better sense, and during a radioactive explosion, the arms became fused to his body. Now having the ability of psychokinetic control over the 4 electrically powered, telescoping, prehensile, tentacle arms, he had taken on the moniker Dr. Octopus, a name that his coworkers had used to call him and mock him behind his back. Now, while Otto Octavius is depicted as a portly, elderly man, his ability and evil intention make him a worthy opponent for anyone who fights for the just. Through battles with Spider-Man, ranging through to Captain America, causing them to recoil and take up defensive positions, shows how formidable of an opponent Dr. Octopus can be. Although the arms have been surgically removed from his body, they can still be controlled using only his mind, and from great distances as well. In one instance, he controlled the arms while he was incarcerated and effectively freed himself. In the ensuing battle from this breakout, Dr. Octopus killed Captain George Stacy, Gwen Stacy's father. As his evil and his reputation grew, he formed the Sinister Six, the ultimate evil collaboration, including members like Vulture, Electro, Mysterio, Sandman, and Kraven the Hunter. All of them in their own right dangerous, some of Spider-Man's greatest foes. Individually and as a group, they were a menace to the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. After decades of nefarious plans, including the attempted hijack of an atomic submarine, poisoning New York City with printer's ink, which ended in a battle with Punisher and Spider-Man, the time must come when evil is put in its place. After the fatal killing of Black Cat, Spider-Man's one-time partner, the rage builds inside Spider-Man. He nearly kills Dr. Octopus, beating him to within an inch of his life. This savagery gave Dr. Octopus arachnophobia, which he had to have treated medically. The doctor told him that Dr. Octopus, in order to break the arachnophobia, that he would need to win in a battle against Spider-Man. Spider-Man agreed, and after this battle, he enlisted the help of Dr. Octopus to prevent the meltdown of a nuclear reactor. Dr. Octopus was planning to use this to kill Spider-Man. But Spider-Man, playing on Dr. Octopus's ego, reminded him that if he did not do anything and allowed these people to die, that nobody would remember him. A life of evil eventually takes its toll. The life of Dr. Octopus is coming to its end. A mere mortal fighting superheroes with powers, while he has nothing more than mechanical arms. Although a formidable opponent, his failing health has made him even more brazen. And so we come to the ends of the Earth story. The Sinister Six, attacking Avengers Academy for a piece of Hank Pym technology. Attacking Future Foundation for a piece of Reed Richard technology. And then obtaining the Intelligentsia for a powerful anti-gravity weapon. These mismatched pieces built a satellite, the Octavian lens. First claiming a completely benevolent wish to halt greenhouse gases, his intentions are later exposed by Spider-Man, Black Widow, and Silver Sable. The true ambition behind this plot was to subliminally influence the entire population by wiping out half. They would remember him after his death. His legacy, he hoped, would be one of fear and awe. Once again, playing off the ego of Dr. Octopus, Spider-Man reminds him that even if he does manipulate the solar rays and scorch the Earth, any survivors would be so brain-dead from the solar radiation that nobody would remember him at all. Over as time as a career criminal, Dr. Octopus has met many variations of his harnesses. The original titanium harness, a more powerful adamantium harness, and a carbonadium harness, with tentacles bearing an octopi-like motif. The titanium and adamantium harnesses were both destroyed, and his current harness made of a titanium steel novium alloy mix. Dense, lightweight. While wearing the harness, the arms are powerful enough to allow him to walk up sheer concrete walls, to move about quickly. They are used to grab things, large and small, and as literal weapons in terms of being swung at objects and people. The pincers at the end of each tentacle can be used to cut and tear into the flesh of his enemies. Each harness with their benefits. The adamantium harness, powerful enough to both restrain and pummel the Hulk into submission. The adamantium in his tentacles, besting Iron Man in combat, was now a possibility. Tearing the hero's armor apart with a defeat so harsh that Tony Stark began to doubt his abilities. The harness is also capable of holding a jetpack, allowing Dr. Octopus to fly places and evade Spider-Man and any other meddlesome heroes more easily. There have been many takes and variations on Dr. Octopus, ranging from different timelines, different versions of Earth, and even him as a superhero, exchanging his mind into the body of Spider-Man, becoming the superior Spider-Man. An alternate reality, where he becomes the superior Octopus, the most notable villain. He can be seen in the House of M storyline, Marvel 1602, where he is an Italian nobleman living in France. Marvel Zombies, Marvel Noir, Spider-Man Chapter 1, Spider-Man Gwen, Spider-Man Life Story, Spider-Man Reign, Spider-Man India, Secret Wars, Spider-Verse, Superman vs. the Amazing Spider-Man, and Ultimate Marvel. That is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. We really appreciate the love. Go check out some of my other fellow creator YouTuber channels. Check out what they got going on for this collaboration. This is going to be the end of this one for me, guys. Thank you so much. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe. We will see you in the next one. Happy painting.